What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Talkin Trash podcast, a podcast where we talk about sports, news, entertainment, culture, gaming, and pretty much anything else we feel like. I'm your host and worst best friend, Ramboss the Terrible, and the man to my right who is fully embracing the powers of alternative medicine, my boy, Mike Ehle. How you doing, Mike?
Man, how I wish that was true, man. I wish that was true with that alternative medicine. I got something to tell you.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it real soon, all right? So with that, let's go ahead and get this show started. So I see you've been you're rubbing your leg. What's up? You all right?
Man, you know how I had to call you yesterday to tell you I can't record. I got a damn arthritis flare-up. You ever had one of them?
Nope, don't have arthritis. At least not yet.
Man. Well, me personally, I don't think I should need in my age, but I got arthritis in both my knees. And pretty much like my cartilage is just deteriorating. And
okay.
Every time I try to do something cardio-wise, which that's what I try to do this year. I was doing on the elliptical Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 30 minutes a day. And man, I felt it while I was on the it popped out, and I said, "Oh, that ain't good." When I was 30, it didn't bug me. Pop back out, pop back in. Let's keep going. Man, I wish I would have took some advice to some people, but I'm so fucking hard-headed, man. I hate medicine. I hate all that shit. Like even NyQuil and DayQuil, cough drops. I just feel like whatever happened to me, I did it to myself. That's the way I feel. And I was cussing myself out this week because I could barely walk. I had to get my daughter to put on my socks twice. I can't even bend down to put on my socks. I feel like I'm too young for this shit.
Yeah. You're like what, 43 or 44 or something like that?
Just turned 43. A week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you're definitely too young for that.
My doctor don't even say I'm too young for it. She's just like, "Hey man, you need to start taking glucosamine," and it starts with, it's like a CH, it's like chardortrin, something like that. But she didn't, and I just look at her because she's been a runner her whole life. And then doctor? Here I am. Yeah, our body types are different. I'm like, man, fuck, I ain't taking it. What the fuck do you know about me? Shit like this. You ain't done what I've been through.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like we were on a Navy ship for so long, Yeah. And those ships are not forgiving at all. It's just a metal frame, and metal everything.
And that's another thing why I cussed myself out is because while I was on the ship, I got plantar fasciitis. And so when my foot would act up, I go see medical and doc. They said, "Man, it sounds like you got gout." So I'm just like, all right, so what do I do now? No, man, you just got to wait for it to go away. I'm like, that's the fucking answer. Here goes some ultra. That's the. And then so if I would have known stuff, like I got inserts for my shoes now. I got inserts for my shoes. I got a compression sleeve now, but now I'm going to start taking that. I bought the stuff called Animal Flex. You ever heard of Animal Packs?
Oh, Animal Pack. Yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah. Well, they make Animal Flex, and they got glucosamine in it. It has collagen's another good thing to help build back cartilage because I guess when you get this age, you don't build back cartilage like you used to.
Yeah. I know that they have like as a drink, you can actually get like cartilage-based like protein drinks,
Yeah. Yeah, you can get the collagen.
Yeah, the collagen. Yeah, collagen. Is that what I said? I said cartilage? I meant collagen.
Yeah.
The collagen-based ones, and they're supposed to be really good for like things like your fingernails and like your hair, and cartilage and shit like that. Yeah, I was taking it for like probably about a month and a half before I realized. I was like, damn, my hair is looking like so nice, and this was like a couple years ago, and I was just like, oh shit, and then I read the thing and I was like, oh, this could be why. So.
And hell, that's the same thing with me. Is I don't give I expect with that glucosamine. I bought some probably about a year ago, and like I'll stay on it for like 2-3 weeks, and I'm just like, man, this shit doesn't fucking work. I don't feel no difference in my body. And then so I looked up online, how long does it take glucosamine kick in? It could take anywhere from a month to 3 months. I was like, oh shit, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you weren't giving it enough time.
Yeah, and I looked at it, I was like, I'm not gonna keep on spending this money if I gotta sit here and wait that long. I want the instant fix. And my doctor, they're not going to do surgery on my knees because she's just like, I feel like it's important. You're not running a marathon. I was like, okay, I guess so.
Yeah. So what are they going to do? What they're not doing shit?
So my plan is, like I said, I always blame myself. So now once it's it stops swelling up and everything, the pain goes away. That's why I'm gonna kick into that animal flex, and I'm gonna stay consistent with that. I'm just gonna buy those for 6 months, and because my knees alternate, like it happens every 3 months, it seems like it'll be this knee, then it'll be this knee and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna take this stuff, man, and just keep on doing research and figure out what else gotta do to my joints. What can I do for plantar fasciitis, stuff like that.
Well, you gotta do something,
my
man.
My cardio will be just to walk the dogs, I guess.
Well, the thing is, like, you're already doing like a low impact cardio form, right? Like the elliptical's about as low impact as you're gonna get, other than like swimming.
6 months ago, I was doing a bike.
Yeah. Well, I think the elliptical's even better than the bike. I think elliptical's better than the bike.
Yeah, and then you talk about swimming. I think this shit started when I was a swim instructor.
Oh, really? Back in RTC?
Because we swam with fins a lot, and I didn't know how to use fins. I was a backyard swimmer. You throw me in a pool in the backyard, I'm jumping in and out. I'm going down to having fun. You fucking had me fucking pick up motherfucking blocks and shit down at the bottom, recruits and shit like that. And when I kick, because when you kick with fins, you're supposed to like kick from your hip, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess
you teach me. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'm kicking from my fucking knees. I'm bending my knees and swimming that way.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Which instead of using your whole leg and stroking that shit,
Right. I guess I could see that, yeah. If you, especially like the amount of like force you put on your knee, like I could actually see that being like pretty, detrimental in the end. Yeah,
because the first time it swelled up like this was in Great Lakes, and what sucks is every time I go see medical about it, it's not at its peak swell. Like my knee right now is about 3 to 4 times bigger than my other one.
Yeah, that's no good.
I can't even put on socks.
You've been kicking too much fucking ass. That's the problem.
I can't even put on socks, man. 43 years old. I told my daughter I'm buying that fucking shit. You see those little commercials? I laugh at those commercials, but I fucking need that shit.
It is kind of sad.
It is sad, ain't it?
It's kind of pathetic.
I don't mean
to shit on you like that, but it is kind of fucking
behind
pathetic.
My back, man.
I mean, yeah, probably like, why the fuck this dude can't put on his own goddamn
take out
socks?
The trash. My kids should have saw how hurt I was, and they should have took out the trash. Be like, man, fuck that sorry dude, man. Go take out the trash.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully you fucking get better soon, because that shit doesn't. I saw you fucking wobbling around before, and it didn't look too fun.
Oh man, that shit is not fun at all. I don't wish this on nobody. Nigga, I go to bed crying at night, man. Every time I toss and turn, I'm crying and cussing myself out.
Dude, there's been times I've gone to bed, and this has all happened since I've turned 30, a couple years back. But like, it'll be so fucking random. Like, I'd go to sleep and I'd wake up and like I have a pain in my neck, and like I can't turn my head for like a fucking week.
I had that happen before.
It's so stupid. It just happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this? Or like, I'd go to sleep and then like I'd somehow tweak my back in the middle of my sleep, and then I wake up and I'm like, why can't I move? And back when I was in my 20s, I could sleep on anything. Upside down on my sides. Like, who cares?
On the ground, it don't fucking matter
at all. I could sleep in dude. There were times literally I would sleep in like bathtubs and shit like that. So like at parties. And now I'm like, I need like the perfect everything to fall asleep. Like, it has to be the perfect temperature, quilts and shit like that. It just, I don't know. I just can't sleep if everything isn't fucking like ideal.
Yeah, I ain't been
to class. A fan, some noise.
I ain't been to class this week. I don't want nobody to see this old man in class and be like, that dude is old. I think I kind of hide it well, but until they see me limping and shit, I think they're gonna be like, God damn, that dude's old.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I try to hide that shit too. Yeah. It's funny too, because like I went to class, like the semester just started, I don't know, a couple weeks back, and one of the kids there, I say kids, but the dude's probably like 20 some odd, and he was, I asked him, I said, hey man, do you want to work on this project together? And he just looked at me and he said, maybe, and then he just looked down and continued to work by himself.
Damn.
I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, you gotta grab his pencil by then. You gotta look here, motherfucker.
I was like, this son of a bitch.
Hell, in one of my class, I got a 14-year-old kid in my class.
Are you
in
serious?
Small business entrepreneurship, I got a 14-year-old kid in my class.
Dude, that kid is gonna be loaded.
And we're talking about making businesses. That's what this class is about, is owning your own business.
Right.
I'm trying to do my photography thing. And I was like, man, this kid's 4. You know what I was doing at 14?
Yeah, not that.
Yeah, definitely wasn't in college classes. Now I need to go talk to my kids and be like, what the fuck y'all been doing, man? This kid's 14.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking pretty crazy, though. Yeah, well, good on him. He's about to do well in life.
Yeah, I might keep in contact with him.
Yeah, try to get him his business
hell, by the
partner.
time he's 20, fucking, I got arthritis fucking in both my elbows, both my knees.
You're going to be in a goddamn wheelchair.
Looking like Xavier working with this dude.
Exactly. Professor fucking X.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, though. Yeah, no, I don't have any of those, like, arthritis doesn't run in my family or anything really like that.
If you, like, you know how you started that was it couch to 5K?
Yeah, it's going pretty well.
If you ever run it and you ever feel your knees start buckling out, start taking that glucose. But like I said, it's something you have to take for like almost, like, I guess I got to take it for the rest of my life.
I mean, you don't have any cartilage left. You got to do something about that.
I know, right? That shit bone on bone ain't fucking cutting it, man.
Yeah. I don't know if that, whatever the hell you're trying to take is going to replace the cartilage. So.
Yeah. It says, well, looking up research, I guess it helps rebuild it. Yeah, I'll let you know.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, good luck.
I'll let you know in 6 months.
I'm like I said, man, I'm just glad I don't have to really worry about any of that stuff. At least not like, I don't think so. Like, I don't have, the thing that runs in my family is diabetes. And all of them seem to get diabetes like when they're in their like early 40s. So just looking at my eating habits, I know it's coming. Like, I know that shit's coming. But it's always funny, like...
Once it happens, you get mad at yourself because you knew you could have fucking...
Exactly. I'm going to be so fucking bad and be like, son of a bitch. And they're going to be like, sir, we have to cut off your toes.
Yeah. What?
Like, God damn it. I needed those fucking toes.
I'll be right back and don't show back up to the appointment.
Yeah. But yeah, so diabetes is the only real thing that runs in my family. And, like, that's a really, like, preventable disease, you know?
Yeah, I say like I got high cholesterol, and I think high cholesterol runs in my family.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Well, high cholesterol can affect your heart, no?
Yeah, everything. And I got high blood pressure, so.
Oh, okay. I don't have high blood pressure or anything. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, I used to donate blood, and they take your blood pressure before they, do the whole withdrawal, before they do the blood draw. And they'd always look at me, and, like, I think they would expect my blood pressure and shit to kind of be, like, all fucking crazy. But then it would always be, like, fucking perfect, like 120/80. And they're just like, what the hell? Like, this shit is, like, perfect, like, exactly what it's supposed to be. I'm like, I don't know. Like,
hell,
I guess working
blood.
out. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because your blood pressure's too high?
No, because I was born in England during mad cow disease.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's on, like, the questionnaire.
Yeah, and so it's so funny because they're like, were you in England from 1980 to like 1983 or some shit like that? I was like, man, I was born there January 1980 on an Air Force base. I mean,
oh shit, dude, that's
they're
kind of
like,
crazy.
yep, sorry. I'm like, come on, man, I donated blood before.
Right.
I donated blood like in my 20s. It's like they just now came up with this question, and I'm just sitting here like, damn, I really wanted that shirt, man.
Yeah, I would donate blood, and then there was a thing with like plasma. You could donate plasma also.
Yeah.
But with the plasma one, they like pay you.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of.
I wonder if they want my plasma.
I don't know. That question is also in that questionnaire though about like, have you been overseas? Blah blah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I guess the mad cow shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a super long questionnaire at the beginning. But once you make it through, I mean, they paid. I think it was, what was it? Like, it's like $600 you can make a month or something like that, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's a car payment basically or some shit, So yeah, I was doing that for a little bit, just for kind of shits and giggles. Honestly, I kind of felt like I was doing something good,
Yeah,
but at the same time, I was getting paid.
That's what I'm talking about. Now that's real community service,
right? I was like, this is pretty cool. And then
that's world community. You fucking get a ribbon for that shit nowadays.
They have these like red buses. Have you ever seen those? Like the big red bus, it's called.
Yeah.
And the blood buses. Yeah, they have one of those that's real close to me too. That you can go to, and just I don't think they pay you though. That's just a donation one.
Yeah, that's like I live right by Air Force Base, and they're always asking for blood. I'm like, damn, I wish I could. Can I just get a shirt? I mean, that's all.
That's all I fucking want.
Oh, that's a workout shirt.
The things people will do for like T-shirts and shit, because like I remember doing like a fucking 13-mile run back in 2011 or something like that for a fucking T-shirt.
Yeah, and see, that's what it's for. So when you see those guys saying, I ran a marathon, be like, oh yeah, did you donate blood? Look at my shirt.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Donate blood is bigger than your little marathon running event.
Fuck you and your marathon.
Yeah.
That's
I probably saved a lot of lives while you were out there running.
Oh, that was another thing too. Like with the plasma or whatever, they would send you notifications like, "Oh, your plasma went towards this," and it was like different things that or different people that you could potentially be helping and shit like that. I mean, it could all be bullshit. They could just be saying anything. You don't fucking know. But it was nice to see like, oh, okay, maybe like I should keep giving my plasma because maybe I am helping somebody. End of the day, I haven't done it in a while, so I'm kind of a piece of shit right now. And I didn't even think about it, dude, until just now. Like,
yeah, you're welcome.
It's been a fucking while.
If I could, I would. I would have been on top of it every month.
That's all right.
That's how dedicated I was.
So, not to change the topic again, but I saw you drinking your tea there. And so I went to Starbucks the other day, and I had a woman in front of me actually pay for my order, right? And then the cashier lady was like, "Oh, do you want to pay for the lady behind you?" And I was like,
Fuck no.
Initially, I was in my mind, I was thinking, "Yo, I just got some free fucking drinks," you know? Yeah. I was like, "This is legit." So my order cost, I think it was like, honestly, I think it was like $12. And the lady behind me, it was like a fucking, I saw she was by herself. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Just her, right?
I wonder how many people looking at River be like, all right, yeah, go.
Well, I was like, okay, yeah, it's just her. And hers only cost $7. So it saved me $5 doing that. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I was like, man, I wish that lady in front of me didn't pay for my shit. You know? Like, because I was like, fuck. Because I would have felt real bad if I was like, no, I don't want to pay for the lady behind me. You know, just because I feel like such an asshole. Like,
man, I'll use that damn Kevin Hart scoop, man. I would, but see, the way my fucking payday's tomorrow.
Yeah, but like I said, she was just by herself. But I mean, that could have went real bad. Like, that could have went south.
She could have been buying for the office.
Exactly. Like, what if she fucking was like ordered 5-6 drinks or some shit?
Yeah,
it was like
she was
$50.
late for work. She was late for work, so now you just paid some idiot that's late for work to make it look like she's a fucking hero, you know?
But honestly, I think at that point, like, I'd probably just, if she was like, hey, it's $50, you know, for the lady, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to cover 20. So that's it. I'm not buying 50.
You know what? I think like Starbucks, they should do that. Like, hey, do you want to pay for one of their drinks?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they know somebody's back there with a fucking $50 order, hey, you want to pay for one of the drinks? Somebody pay for one of yours? You want to pay for? Okay, yeah, cool.
See, that's a lot better. You know, instead of just the all or nothing gamble that she gave me.
Exactly. And that's what it is. And pretty soon, Starbucks is going to have a show about it. And it's going to be a hidden camera show. Like, hey, you want to pay for the car behind you? Yeah, sure, no problem. That's $50. Man, fuck.
I would have been.
That's all you're going to see on that show.
Well, but when she said 7, I was like, yes, fuck yeah. Even though it was only a couple bucks, I was like $5 difference.
Let it ride, baby. Pretty soon, you're just going to go through Starbucks. Let it ride, baby. All number one. You want to wait for let it ride.
But yeah, it worked out in my favor, I guess. But man, I'm just I keep thinking about it.
On a person too. Like, let's say if you said no, and then the car pulls up, the lady behind you. Man, you could have had a free coffee, but that dude up there, he said no, and he got a free. They just tell on him.
Just fucking throw me under the bus completely.
I know if I was a Starbucks person, I would do that. I'd be like, man, you could have had a free one. He got one. And I asked if he wanted to pay for yours, man. He said no.
He said, fuck you.
Matter of fact, he looked at the rear view and he said no. Put him on blast.
Yeah.
And it's like, he does that every time, too. He does it.
He's a regular. I've never seen that dude spend money here.
Just making some name. His name's Brian. He does it fucking all the time.
But yeah, I just thought that was kind of fucking funny. I was thinking, dude, it's been on my mind. Just like, I don't know. I've been thinking about it way too much. Small shit like that, like, bothers me. You know? Like, I was at a Wawa.
A Wawa?
Maybe.
What the fuck?
You don't know what a Wawa is?
Baby place? That's a baby place?
A Wawa? No, it's a gas station. Dude, Wawa is it's an amazing gas station. So they have.
Is it like a Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's is enormous. Buc-ee's is like a fucking Walmart. Like,
it's a Walmart, the gas station.
It's not like a Buc-ee's.
Yeah, so it's just like a fucking Dollar General of fucking.
It's no, dude. It's pretty nice, honestly. Like, I would say it's probably like a Target, just a smaller version of Walmart.
Without Target, without the produce and shit, without the
exactly.
food and shit, yeah. When Target was Target and Walmart was Walmart.
Walmart, fucking Wawa, they make really good food and shit like that. But anyway, I was at a Wawa gas station, and this dude in front of me was buying literally like a fucking pack of Skittles, right, or some shit. And I was behind him, and I had like a fucking sandwich and fucking drinks and all this shit, right? I had a bunch of shit.
No card.
He gave his card to the cashier, and she ran his card, and she was like, "Oh, it got declined." And then he was like, "Oh fuck," and he started like digging through his pockets and shit like that, and he had no fucking money, and he like looks me dead in the fucking eyes.
Man, he hustled.
You know? No, he looked me in the eye. Well, he looked me in the eyes, and I'm just looking at this dude, and in my mind, I'm like playing this fucking scenario where I like pay for his shit. And I'm like, dude, it's all good. Don't worry about it. And I'm saying all this shit in my head. And he's like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just fucking staring at this guy. And he's staring at me. And then he just fucking walks off. And I'm just like standing there playing this fucking stupid ass scenario.
What about my story?
In my head. That never fucking...
How long was the stare down?
I don't... Maybe just a couple seconds. But the thing is, like, in my head... This entire scenario just went down that I was like this fucking super nice guy who just paid for this guy's shit, and like he was so grateful, and I was like, don't even worry about it. I was trying to be humble and blah blah blah. And meanwhile, in real life, I'm this fucking asshole who's just standing here holding my shit, like staring at this man who's obviously only needs like $1, and I'm just like yeah, and I'm just like it was fucking ridiculous, but that was how that went.
Car got declined for $1.69.
$1, yeah, for literally, dude, it was like a pack of Skittles or some shit.
Yeah,
that was it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing. Hell.
But that's how it goes. Good old
It just
Wawa.
sounds like some babies in the car and they just want to fucking make a fucking pit stop, and that's how they got their mom to pull over.
The Wawa? No, dude, Wawa is so good. You're really like missing out. Like it's Wawa's my favorite gas station. Only, and the second favorite is probably this one called Racetrack. And then
we got a Racetrack over here. Yeah, I like
Wawa
Racetrack.
and Racetrack are very similar.
Yeah.
And then there's one that's I only ever seen it in Virginia. It was called Sheetz.
Sheetz.
Yeah, I don't. Have you ever heard of Sheetz?
No. Heard of Dodge's Chicken? You ever heard of Dodge's Chicken?
No.
Dodge's
That's a
Chicken.
gas station?
Yeah, it's a gas station. There was actually one in Virginia. There's one where I was stationed at in Mississippi. That's all we cared about was Dodge's Chicken. They sold some. It was a gas station, and they sold some chicken. Man, that shit was so good. Little drumettes, the little small pieces of chicken.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was amazing.
I just can't imagine eating fucking like.
Man, we lived on at that time. We lived on ships. You know, they didn't give no barracks for people.
Yeah.
And I was eating one, and everybody while we lived on the ship, we all chip in and fucking somehow make a run to go get Dodge's Chicken, 100 pieces. And we used to murder that shit.
Oh, there was a place that was in New Jersey when I was a kid. It was a Chinese food / vacuum repair place.
No shit,
dude. It was the weirdest combination of fucking place. And I'm trying to remember the name of it. Dude, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but honestly, it was like fucks vacuums and Chinese food or something like that. Like it was literally like some fucking weird name like that, like fuck, but like maybe it was Vietnamese or something. But it was just like PHUC, vacuum and like Asian food. And I was just like,
Asian was saying fuck vacuum Asian food.
And we would drive by this place as a kid. I would just be like, can we go, like, can we ever try this? And my dad never fucking wanted to go there. Ever. He refused. But I'll always remember this vacuum Asian food place.
Man, back then places were awesome. You could do shit like that.
Yeah, I don't think you can have that shit now. Like,
yeah, hell no.
Yeah. So you got any, you have any advice for me on who to pick for the Super Bowl? Super Bowl?
To be honest, I actually want to see the Eagles win. I don't know why. I just want to see the Eagles win, man.
I don't.
I think it would be. Oh yeah, I understand why you don't, because the damn Giants. But I mean, I just want to see Jalen Hurts with a title.
My thing is, like, honestly, I know this is impossible, but I don't want either team to win. Like,
yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I'm tired of the Chiefs being fucking amazing, you know, because goddamn Mahomes is he is so fucking good. And
And
then
that, you know, the crazy
I just
thing
hate the
about it
Eagles.
is they were talking about back in the day when it was used to be Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, and Peyton Manning all in that
Yeah.
same fucking conference, and now you got Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen.
Yep.
On that, and it's just, man, it's just so fucking ridiculous. So those three are pretty much always going to battle it out. It seems like.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
And you heard about that damn controversy stuff that a lot of people are bringing up about the Bengals and Chiefs game.
Go ahead.
About how everything say. People always gonna say the NFL's rigged. If something don't go your way, oh, fucking NFL's rigged or whatever.
Right.
But it was a bunch of calls like questionable, even questionable. Be like, I was here, even though I was sitting here, you know, caring about my wounded knee. I was trying to watch and understand what's going on. Man, there was a play. It was like 3rd and 9, and Kansas City was short. Then all of a sudden, Kansas City punt team comes out. The Bengals receiving team comes out. Next you know, man, there was a stop. And then one ref that supposedly was way in the backfield was like, man, I tried to stop the play. And we didn't have our volume up because we were just sitting here playing dominoes and watching it. I don't know what was the reasoning for him to come back in. And supposedly he come running on the field. They don't even blow a whistle. And so that means like if he would have got the first down, would that dude to step back and not said anything?
Mm.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy stuff. And then I don't know how true the one is because I can't find a reliable source of it. You know how you get your Facebook feeds and stuff like that about the head ref. His son made a big old bet on the game for Kansas City. And I just wonder if family members could do that.
Dude, I don't know, but that sounds
But I
kind
don't know
of
how
crazy.
true that one is. Like you said, I can't find a reliable source. You always get them Facebook things and then you try to put a search on it and people get their search off of some little Sports Illustrated what's called meme or whatever.
Probably meme page or some shit. Yeah. Well, that's still, even if it is bullshit, I think it still brings up an interesting conversation to be had. You know, like, can the family members of these officials go ahead and bet on games and shit like that? And like, if the officials are aware of these bets, what's you know, what's the are there any repercussions
let's say
or
his
what?
son did do it and his son won big money. Of course he's gonna be like, man, I didn't know nothing about that. I always told my son not to gamble.
Right.
That would have been my story, yeah.
But I mean, like, can a organization like the NFL or NBA or whatever, can they write it into a contract that you cannot, like for a ref, when they sign them, like that your family members cannot gamble, you know, because the family member is not the one who's under the contract, it's the ref.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know, so that'd be like, I don't know, fucking, if your son gets a job somewhere and he's like on the stock market, you know, and then he's like, oh, you can't fucking tell your dad to do certain shit, but like you're not under the fucking contract, he is. Yeah,
like when the stock's gonna plummet just because you got the inside source.
Right. Kind of like politicians and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's they should be under something like that, but they do it all the time.
Oh, all the fucking time, all the goddamn time. That shit drives me crazy. But actually, it's kind of interesting you brought up the just the NFL version, because in the NBA, like last week, I think it was the Lakers were playing the Celtics, and there was a similar problem with the refs for that game. They actually there was a call that was missed by one of the refs on a foul on LeBron, right? So Jason Tatum fucking fouled the shit out of LeBron.
Damn.
But the thing is, it didn't get called a foul, and that foul would have sent LeBron to the line for 2 points, which they would have just won the game. But instead, they went to overtime because he didn't get the call, and he ended up missing his layup. But then they posted later on that referee in particular, every time he's officiated, his record for officiating those Celtics games, the Celtics are 36-2 when he's been officiating.
No shit.
36-2.
Yeah.
What? How? How? Like, that's fucking nuts.
He needs to get relocated. All right, man, you're going to the West Coast now.
Right? Like, that dude, honestly, like, they should do an investigation. Like,
yeah. Not only that, you need to, all right, you're moving, bro. I'm sorry. We're going to see if it works over here in fucking Detroit.
Right, right. But I saw 36-2, and I was like, there is no possible way that dude isn't you know,
I always find it funny, like
fighting for the home
sometimes
team.
you're watching the game, and they come up with some random stat like, "Damn, that was Mahomes' fucking 5th touchdown. Last time he threw that 5th touchdown, it was back in high school when he was on a Wednesday night." Fucking, he like, who comes up with this fucking stat?
Dude, they probably do have like those statisticians in the background who just find the weirdest shit. Like, oh, Mahomes has never fucking thrown a touchdown in the 3rd quarter unless he was wearing pink shoes. Yeah, you know, or some weird fucking shit like that. But yeah, there's definitely people out there who get paid for that type of weird fucking information. There's actually I remember watching this show about this guy who designs sports betting software, and he puts in so many random fucking parameters, like just random shit, like I said about the pink shoes and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Or like on high schools on a Wednesdays, when the wind is blowing from the northeast, you know?
Yeah. Exactly,
just random shit like that. But the dude is fucking super good with his predictions because of how many of the software he made. And he makes a fucking killing off of I forgot what the name of the DraftKings or some shit like that. I think it's DraftKings is the big sports online betting one. But yeah, I'm not going to be placing any bets. I wouldn't bet against Mahomes though, honestly.
You can't. He's just too good to me.
Yeah, I think he's like the fucking second coming of fucking Tom Brady. Like,
oh yeah, he's gonna be breaking records.
He's faster, he's stronger. Like, the dude's got a better arm. Like, he's creative as all fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has a coach that allows him to do that stuff, you know?
Yeah, it gives him the flexibility, you know?
Oh yeah, speak about coaches, man. You see, you know who Sean Payton is, right?
Yeah.
The Saints head coach. Well, used to be the Saints head. Motherfucker's in Denver now, man, with Russell Wilson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With Russell Wilson.
Yeah. So maybe you can turn him around. But fucking, so me being a Saints fan, we got to get rid of Michael Thomas. Because Michael Thomas, he's going to be costing us a lot of money if we don't get rid of him in March. And I was like, damn, why couldn't we send him with Sean Payton?
To open up some cap space.
No, we get rid of him, man. Because Michael Thomas, he got injured this season, and I swear he probably could have played, but he probably just said back, bro, I'm getting paid for this shit. He hasn't played in 2 whole seasons.
I can't exactly knock that mentality, I guess, you know. Because I know myself, if I had the option of either fucking potentially giving myself CTE and getting fucking smashed by all these other 250, 300 pound dudes, or just getting paid millions of dollars, I'd probably just take the money without the potential fucking brain damage.
Here I am fucking with my arthritis pain. But hey, you gotta get on field. Nah, bro, I just got this flare up. I'll be damned if I get on that motherfucker. And Michael Thomas will look at an arthritis flare like, bro, I could give you a half. Because he's a fucking athlete. And I'm saying here, bro, I can barely put on my sock.
I can barely. Your fucking socks.
So but that's sometimes what I look at when a player says they're hurt. I always believe them that they're seriously hurt because, fuck, man, these dudes are athletes. Here I am fucking with my arthritis. I can't even put on a sock. No telling what they're going through.
I mean, I guess so, but there's some athletes out there I feel like who are just kind of milking the system.
Yeah.
So
you always got people that milk the system, but I give them the benefit of the
doubt. There's a player on the Nets, Ben Simmons. He used to
Ben
be on
Simmons,
Philly.
LSU. Probably, we don't claim him, no.
Jesus Christ!
Talk about people
milking the quote unquote playing. Sure.
Is he? Okay, yeah. I know. I just remember he got on the court.
Dude, there's literally been games. There's been games he scored 0 points, multiple games. I think it's up to 3 or 4 games now.
This dude was coming out to be a beast out of college.
He used to be. He made an all-star team before.
Yeah.
So defensively, he's still good. He's still a fucking high-quality defensive player. Offensively, he's a complete waste of money. They were talking about it on, I forgot which popular sports show it was. I think it was Undisputed or something. And they basically said he was stealing money. They literally said he's stealing money because he's getting paid 30 some odd $30 million this year. The dude has games where he scores 0 points. How the fuck does that even happen? He's 6'10". He's super fucking athletic, but he's a waste of fucking space. Honestly, I think they need to get rid of his ass. But
then nobody's gonna want him.
No, Ben Simmons.
I'm surprised
he
that
ruined his
somebody
own
wanted him after
reputation.
Damn 76ers. That's what
Well,
surprised me.
they traded him for Harden. So Harden went over there. Ben Simmons came over here, and we figured, maybe getting him out of away from Philly. Yeah. That's the problem. Is Philly, not him.
Yeah.
Nope, it's him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think nobody gonna want this dude.
And Harden's doing fine over in Philly. He's doing fucking great. But it is what it is. Hopefully they get rid of him, but I can't fucking. I don't make the decisions. Someone over there does. So I have a confession.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Just give me about 1,000 Hail Marys and you'll be all right, buddy.
Here's my confession. I know I told you I wasn't going to watch The Last of Us.
Yeah.
But I did.
Damn, what made you break?
Honestly, I was just like sitting on the couch and I was like, I need to watch this fucking show. So I did.
Damn,
and
really?
That was it.
Easy.
It was
Nobody told you like, hey, check this shit out.
It didn't take much.
God damn. So you couldn't just watch Midnight Club? I gave you plenty of options to watch to keep you away from Last of Us.
I did watch the Midnight Club. I watched well, here's the thing. So when I was watching the Midnight Club,
just say you didn't like it, man. Just say you didn't like it.
No. It wasn't that I didn't like it. It's that I was fucking sleepy. I was super sleepy when I was watching it. And okay. I watched, I think, 2 or 3 episodes, and I fell asleep. And then I woke up, and it was on episode, 6, and Netflix was asking me if I was still there. So, yeah, I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a good chunk of the first couple episodes.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And it, so yeah, Midnight Club was pretty good, but that's not what I wanted to chat about right now.
Yeah, okay, we're wondering why you fucking broke.
I want to talk about The Last of Us.
Yeah, you broke. I can't believe you broke, man. Damn.
Dude.
I thought you were going to be strong.
No, I couldn't. You know I was, my body's, my body is strong, but my mind is weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, dude, it's fucking, that shit is really, really good. Like, that 3rd episode, the most recent episode, is probably one of the best episodes I've ever seen of a fucking TV show. It's a little longer, it's an hour and fucking 20 minutes long or something.
Hour 22, yeah.
It could have been its own little standalone movie, honestly, almost.
Because you know how they skip through parts and stuff like that. They could have almost made a series out of just that.
Right, exactly. That could have been a amazing little spin-off. Yeah. But I think they did a really, really fucking great job with showing that story. It's basically a love story in an apocalyptic setting.
Yeah, during that time of crisis, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I took watching. I was like, golly, that's crazy.
So right now I'm gonna go ahead and say earmuffs to anybody who doesn't. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'm about to talk about some shit, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear my spoilers.
Of Last of Us.
From The Last of Us. That show, that particular episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3.
Deviates from the game a lot. In the game. Yeah. In the game, there's no real background information about Frank and Bill. Yeah. It's heavily implied that Bill is gay. Because Bill's in the game, right?
Yeah.
It's heavily implied that he's gay, but you never officially find out. So it's just kind of one of those things that's is he not? But it's not a super big part of the game. It doesn't really fucking matter if he's gay or not, because that's not the point of the game, right?
Yeah.
But it is something that the player it's just kind of in their mind, is that character gay? And in the show, they completely fucking fleshed that whole thing out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They didn't leave shit up to the imagination.
That shit, I love that part. After he cooked him that dinner, I love that. But he's up in the bed. He's like, "Now don't go think I'm a fucking whore. I sleeping with a person the first night." That shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah, when they're in the bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't go think I'm a whore. I was like, that shit's hilarious. Just because I'm leaving the next day.
Yeah. And but he also said, he's like, if I do this, I'm staying a couple more days.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, that actor, Nick Offerman, who plays Bill, right? He plays in Parks and Rec. He plays like a really super manly man, you know?
Yeah.
And he's basically playing almost that same character in this episode, right? He plays Bill, who's a manly man. He's a survivalist or whatever, but he's gay.
Yeah.
So all they really did was just take that character and just like make him gay.
Them boys were living a life.
They probably had one of the best, if not the best, life of anybody in the apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were for them to stay unnoticed that long.
Yeah, for what was it? Over almost 20 years?
I think so. Yeah, they were together. Yeah,
for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And then, dude, like, I really, really liked that episode. Like, I think they did such a good job with just that. I don't know, just those two people connecting and finding each other.
Yeah.
You know, in that type of environment. And
that's the crazy thing about it, because everything that's around them, there's so much shit going on out there, and living in a perfect little village right there.
Yeah, it's completely.
They had a damn fucking store over there. They had a boutique over there.
Yeah, the boutique. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
But
the way they ended it was so awesome too. How he gave him a list what he wanted him to do. Like, hey man, we're gonna eat dinner. We're going to go to the boutique. I want you to propose to me. Oh, no, when they came back, they ate dinner. But still, he had it all set up. And dude was like, man, I can't do that. But he went along with it anyways. And, man, I don't know if I could do that.
Right.
He put that that medication in his drink because that's what his buddy asked for. Bro, because you already know right after that, you're waking up and you're lonely again.
Yeah. Well, I think that was why Bill did what he did. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he wanted to live without Frank anymore, you know? Like, and he even said it at the dinner table. He was like, you know, I've lived a good life. I'm old, you know, and he said I'm satisfied.
He didn't have nothing to live for back then. He wasn't scared of nothing. He didn't,
that's what he said too. He said, I wasn't scared before you. You know, back before when all the fucking monsters and shit like that, when he was just by himself, he wasn't afraid, but he was afraid of losing Frank once Frank, you know, came into the picture.
They did a good job on that episode.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job. And I actually saw, like, I feel like the vast majority of people who saw that episode really, really liked it. But then, like, there's a couple people who I saw who, just like anything, they're, you know, the negative fucking assholes.
That don't go with their beliefs and stuff like that.
Right.
When they made that show, they already knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm 100% positive they were expecting, like, I think they were expecting hate, and I think they got a lot less of it than they were expecting, to tell you the truth. Because, like I said, the most of what I've been reading online has been, like, overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah.
So
you could put yourself in that episode.
For sure.
Yeah. Maybe, like, I can't put myself in those beliefs, but, I mean, I have no problem with it.
Right. No, I get it.
I could put myself in that episode. You can envision yourself in that situation.
Yeah. Like, I just think they did a really good job of, like, I don't think they forced anything down your throat.
Yeah,
you know?
No.
They weren't, like, anything, like, I don't know. It wasn't, it never at any point made me feel, like, super uncomfortable.
Yeah,
or, like,
there was no uncomfortable parts about it.
Anything. And I was just like, these two people genuinely just, like, fucking love each other. You know? When Frank told Bill, when he's like, if you don't fucking do what I want right now, he's like, I'm gonna run through one of your fucking tripwires or some shit like that. I was fucking dying laughing. But, like, in that the strawberry scene, that's like the big scene.
But let's not ruin the fucking strawberries.
Yeah, that's like the big scene everybody's talking about with them, is like that strawberry thing.
Yeah, the way they put that comedy in there.
Yeah, well, they threw the good comedy in, but, like, that scene just showed, like, these people are literally made the absolute best of their situation that they could have possibly you know, or could have possibly done. I don't know how next week's episode is going to top this one, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, because it ended with they come back, him and the girl come back, they take the truck and they hit the road.
Yeah, that was literally it. They just fucking get on the road and go. I also saw a lot of people, like, talking about how they were, like, a little taken back, I guess, with how little this episode had to do with the game, you know?
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about it. I'm like, honestly, most of the game, like you have to ad lib a little bit for TV. You know, like it's
with TV, definitely. You have
it's
to
a
have
different fucking you need a storyline. It's a completely different medium. Like in the game, like what do you want to watch on fucking TV? You just want to watch fucking what's his name? Sam, right?
Yeah.
You want to watch him fucking run around for a goddamn hour and just like put weapons together?
You know? Yeah. We're not sitting here watching the video game.
Like you gotta have some creative liberties.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just really enjoyed it, and I hope other people who haven't. I'm assuming if you're listening still, you probably have seen this shit too.
Yeah.
If not, we just fucking ruined that whole episode for you.
Yeah. Make sure when you go back and edit this, put a little thing, a little block that pops up. Like, you know how we told people to skip ahead?
Yeah. Skip ahead to blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah. That would have not. We get in halfway, we're like fuck. Oh, when they were fucking Bill's gay. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah, so you got to put that pop-up time.
They just skip up 2 minutes. They're just like, oh, where Bill's gay. He was
like, oh my god,
sucking on Frank.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, we got to put a time pop-up there.
That's a good point. I'll do that. All right, so I wanted to ask you about this woman who is from Florida. She went to her son's school as like a volunteer for some event they were having.
Bake sale. Let's say bake sale.
Yeah, let's just say sure, a bake sale, right? She went to go fucking volunteer for their bake sale, and the other parents basically asked her to leave because she has an OnlyFans and it was making the parents uncomfortable. So basically, I just wanted to know, how do you feel, or how would you feel in that situation?
I'm one of them people that, man, if it don't affect me, I don't care nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people just can't live that way. Like, what's her OnlyFans doing to those people's personal life?
I don't know, but I think a lot of these women.
I
feel like it's insecurity. Honestly,
I wonder if she's doing that at a high school where these kids are pretty much know how to run the internet, and once they find out that Timmy's mom's on OnlyFans, check out something. You know what I'm saying? Make fake accounts and watch this shit. I wonder if that's what they're thinking. Like, is that what the parents like? Which a parent-teacher meeting with a bake sale or whatever, that's not going to stop them from looking at Timmy's mom. Everybody, that rumor's going to come around. You know what I'm saying? That rumor's going to come around. What's her volunteering have to do with her OnlyFans account?
And honestly, I think you're right. I think that when they do shit, when you do shit like this, like you kick somebody out and make a big fucking scene, it just makes it worse. Because now even the students are going to know that, oh, hey, did you hear about fucking Timmy's mom getting kicked out of the fucking thing? Because
they'll go straight up to Timmy like, damn, Timmy, what your mama do?
Yeah, exactly. What Timmy gonna say?
Like, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Which he knows, but he might not know. But
I don't know. That's a whole different question.
Yeah.
Like, if you're on OnlyFans, you telling your kid that you're on OnlyFans, or you just gonna let him find out?
I think you let him find out.
Yeah, you just let him find out. Like, what? He's like, why you got all this fucking money?
Like, I can't believe you did that shit. Then you take away all their shit. Be like, well, this is what it got you. You didn't say no when you got that new laptop, did you? You didn't say no with that damn iPhone 14. Fucking, they got strip clubs and stuff. And a couple of my friends, they went to strip clubs. I said, man, I don't think I can go to strip clubs no more. And why? I said, because my daughter's 20 now. And I'll be damned if I walk into a strip club and I see somebody like maybe my daughter's friend that, I just happen to know just cause through my daughter. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ehle? I'm like, man, fuck, I gotta go. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit would kill me, man. I can't do it.
That's a good point. I don't know. I'd probably give her some money.
Like if you go to a strip club, you have to go probably out of town somewhere. I would think. I would they go like,
I don't know.
My friends, they go right here in town. I just can't do it, man. I can't, because I'll be damned if that shit happens to me. Like, hey, what's up? God damn it, I'm done. And then they're gonna be.
I never thought about that.
It's gonna be turned around on me. It ain't gonna be turned around on her. It's gonna be like, man, I can't believe I seen such and such dad in there. That fucking pedophile, pervert, fucking.
I mean, but the thing is, like, a strip club is meant for adult males. Like, that's primarily who's it for. Like, let's just be real. It's for adult dudes. So I mean, who would her clientele otherwise be if not you? At least you're
somebody
safe.
Else look at him, 40-year-old who don't have kids.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah, like I go to that local bar right here, and every time I see somebody around my son's age, like, I ran into my buddy. He got a nephew that goes up to that bar, and I gave my buddy hell. I said, "What the fuck you doing messing with them little ass kids, man?" He's like, "Man, that's my nephew." I said, "Shut the fuck up," So I went up there and talked to him. He's like, "Yeah, that's my uncle. I'm his nephew." I was like, "Oh no shit." And I said, "When y'all graduate?" They said, "This year." I said, "Man, you know my son?" Like, "Yeah, I know your son." Okay, cool. It's just so weird. Like,
I think that's kind of funny though, because like you have kids,
Yeah.
So you have kids in that basically from like, what is it? You have like a range of kids from like 16 through like mid 20s, basically, right?
Yeah,
so,
14 to mid 20s.
Yeah. So I could see why you feel that way. I don't have kids like that.
Yeah.
So if I went in and saw an 18, 19-year-old girl, I'd be like, what's up? This is cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
It don't bother me because I don't have any like kids or anything.
You don't
like
have that chance to walk in. Oh, you're Mr. Rama.
Yeah, nobody knows me unless it's for somebody from fucking school or something. Yeah, exactly.
If you were a professor somewhere, they'd be like, "Oh, you're Mr. Rama."
I'd be like, "Damn right."
Yeah.
All right, Mike. So let's go ahead and go into the write-in story. All right, this one's a little serious, just like last week's.
Another one, God.
But it is what it is.
They must need our advice, man. People must need our advice out there. I don't blame them.
This is what we've been getting. So we basically only really get one a week. So either we post it or we don't. So I was like, fuck it, let's just do it. All right, so writing question goes as follows. It says, I am not a great looking guy. In fact, if I were being honest, I'm probably a 3 out of 10 on a good day in great lighting. The thing is, my girlfriend is insanely hot. I'm definitely not in her league. Probably not even playing the same sport. I know I'm in no position to complain, but I can't help it. Looking at her IG, Instagram, makes me super insecure and jealous. She's always posting pics of her in the gym, doing things like placing the camera in ways to accentuate her ass while squatting or having the camera pointing right down her sports bra while benching. She is very fit, and I'm proud of her for it, but I do not know how to express this to her without risking her telling me to get lost. Am I being overly sensitive about this? What should I do? Like I said, I'm a pretty ugly dude. Please take that into account.
Damn. He said a 3 out of 10 in good lighting. Fuck, I mean, that's not bad. Cause most people, you go to a bar, it's dark, so.
Yeah. Those the people in the bar.
I'm a good 8.
You remember Montre? Or buddy?
Yeah.
So he would call them strobe babes in the bars when the lights are going off, and everybody's like, he's like, oh, look at all these strobe babes.
Yeah. Let me see. Because, social media, that type, especially that lifestyle with fitness and Instagram, those, to me, because that's like a lot of shit that I follow, those almost go hand in hand with it. Like, I wonder, like, would she let him in a video? Or would she let him, do like spot her or whatever, something like that, something to get him involved with it.
Right.
That way, because like a lot of times, like when I watch these videos and I see a dude spot, like, oh damn, they must be together or friends like that. So I was like, shit, I won't even go. Like girls that work out at the gym, if I see a guy spot some girl, I'll be like, okay, they must have some type of connection. That's just my instant thought, and that's what I wonder if she will allow him to do that. Now, if she doesn't, I'll be like, no, that's cool, I got it. Then I kind of would be almost questioning, like, Dan, so what's your end game for doing all this then? Like, but then again, he doesn't want to make her mad by, man, what is your end game for fucking posting these angles when you do fit? I know it's always for likes and it's always for followers and stuff like that. And then some people try to get Instagram famous where they can make money off of it.
I actually really like that approach, asking her to, hey, can I just be included in your IG? So that way other people can see at least that you're taken. you know, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
that type of nudge and something like that. But, and it ain't even be like you ain't even got to show my face. I'm just gonna be there spotting. We can always set up the angle where you're always gonna see this build is spotting you.
Right.
You don't have to show my face or nothing. Just this person's always that person's always in that video. You know.
Right. I didn't even consider that. When I read this, that's actually I like that take a lot. Actually, I think that's pretty good. So I think when he says right here, he's like, "Am I being overly sensitive about this?" I don't think he is being overly sensitive. What should he do? I think he needs to obviously have a conversation with her, whether he wants to or not. Because if having this conversation is enough to make her say, "I don't want to be with you anymore," then it's obviously not a very fucking strong relationship.
It ain't gonna be a healthy. It ain't gonna be a healthy relationship.
Yeah, but if he's only with her because she's fucking hot, I mean, that's kind of on him, you know.
Yeah, like, I'm sure she got a great personality.
I mean, she might, but if she's fucking gonna throw him out, you know, get rid of him just because they, you know, he said, "Hey, why is it you know always post pictures like this and blah blah blah," and she's like, "Well, you know what? It's fucking over." Then that relationship was built on fucking nothing.
That's not a healthy relationship. If she automatically snaps, like I said, I think like her answer is gonna be, "I need likes, I need followers, I want Instagram to pay me for what I do." This is, and that, you know, that's probably what she's gonna say. "This is my lifestyle. This is what I do. You know, I always did this shit before we got together." And
he also has like pretty low self-esteem. Like you can already tell. He talked about how ugly he is, like beginning and end.
They don't play sports, or they play, but they're not on the same sport. They play, but you know, what did he say? Something about sports?
He said, "I'm not in her league," and he said, "I'm not even playing the same sport." So basically, he's like saying he's so fucking ugly. Like, but I just think he needs to have a conversation with her. And if she does fucking break it off with him, then fuck it. I mean, okay. Just
he lost a good-looking girl.
He lost a good-looking girl. Like, there's no other good-looking girls in the world. You know, and
there's probably she was the one.
I feel like a lot of young people. This sounds like a young guy, honestly. Like
I say maybe late 20s, 30s.
You think so? You think that old?
Why I say that is because he should know how. Well, I don't want to say he should know, but how people know how Instagram works.
Dude, I think this dude is like 18 years old. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's 18, maybe 20.
Because everybody knows she posts those angles on Instagram for likes and fucking followers.
I just can't imagine someone being 30 years old and playing these fucking stupid ass games with.
I can, because he's always been, what's the word I'm looking for? Like doubting himself.
Like insecure.
Yeah, insecure. He's always been insecure about himself, I feel like. And that's what I'm thinking, like maybe late 20s, 30s. Because I'm sure he always had that doubt, like, damn, how come I'm never involved with what these girls like to do?
Maybe I'm just projecting my like own confidence into this guy. Like I just could not do what, like, at any of this, like this whole thing right here, I couldn't fucking deal with this at all.
Yeah, like, I couldn't either. Like I said, I would have to be that one person that I got to be in a couple of your videos.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation about this.
That, or there has to be something where somebody clicks on your page and has to know that you have somebody. Like some people even put on their like their fitness page. Some people will even like officially take it. And it's just right there on the little title, you know.
Yeah, I don't even care about that part, like being known to the world or shit like that. Like that part doesn't bother me. The part that bothers me is like that I wouldn't even be able to have this conversation with her. You know, like that's the part that bothers me. Like if I was thinking about this and I'm like, can I even have a conversation? Yeah, like if I'm with someone and I'm like, can I even talk to her without me risking her leaving? Like then why am I in that relationship? Like what?
I mean, you could always just joke around, and be like, hey, when can I get in a video? You know what I'm saying? Like
but that's all. So that's what I think about that one. So if you guys want, please go ahead and write to us at our website, www.
For this knowledge,
talkintrashpodcast.com, so we can continue to answer these crazy ass questions some of you people have. Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully we answered that guy's question. You think we answered it?
Well, I think he got some options, you know.
I hope so. I mean, and
I wish people follow up with us and be like, hey man, I tried it. I'm single. I got to find a new place to live.
She broke up with me.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Diggs. Mike, you're pretty cool.
My girlfriend broke up with me, and now my new girlfriend's ugly as fuck. All right, so Mike, let's go ahead and do this. Would you rather? All right, you ready?
I'm listening.
All right, listen. So this one, I'm not giving you any leeway because you always get a ton of fucking leeway, and you come up with some weird shit sometimes. All right.
I need it.
So here we go. All right. So would you rather have one of your hands broken every July 5th, so that way you can still celebrate the 4th of July, and your hand is broken by a strongman competitor like Eddie Hall or, Thor from fucking Game of Thrones, big ass Thor?
Yeah.
So it's going to be broken by Eddie Hall or Thor, and he's using a rubber mallet, so he's going to have to take a few swings. It's not one of the metal mallets, all right? The rubber ones. And he studied anatomy so that he knows exactly where to hit you in your hand to break your bones. And there's a doctor nearby who can confirm the bones are broken and not just bruised. And hairline fractures are considered breaks. All right? And keep in mind, a break takes about 3 to 4 weeks to heal, but soreness can last for months. And scar tissue will build up over the years, reducing your hand mobility. You can also try to protect yourself, but Eddie Hall will swing until at least 13 of the 27 bones in your hand are broken. You can alternate your hands annually, which is recommended by the doctor I mentioned before.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Once you choose which hand to break, you cannot switch hands until after the initial swing. So that hand must finish being broken. Or,
yeah, this is this or part.
Be born with red hair.
Damn. Damn, really? I'll take the red hair. Okay, yeah.
That's it? You want to be a ginger?
I've been growing out my hair anyways, I'll take the red hair.
I can't picture you as a ginger, Mike.
Man, hell, I'll be the first one. A Filipino ginger.
You wouldn't take the broken hands?
It sounded good. Let me see. It sounded good. Let me find out apart what would be good about it. Man, there was something I was thinking like, damn, maybe because I was just thinking like, the next is just gonna be fucking horrible. But damn, it sounded good. Like, so it'll happen on July 5th every year.
So you can still party on July 4th.
Shit, I can't party after.
Nope.
Yeah.
But there's no big fireworks. There's nothing really after July 4th.
How long I'm gonna take for the hill? I got arthritis and this shit hurts. That's what I was thinking about the whole time with this question. I was like, bro, get this shit over with. If you watch back on the video, I started rubbing my shit even more. So I think with my arthritis kicking in, man, I'll take the red hair. I don't give a damn. I'll be red hair all over. I don't care. Carpets will match and everything. Carpets, I don't give a damn. My leg hairs can be red. I don't want to give a fuck. I look like that dude off of Looney Tunes, that fucking red hair fucking. I wouldn't give a damn. This arthritis, this shit changed my mind.
All right, that's fair enough. All right,
what about you? You want to take red hair?
Oh, absolutely not. Break my hands.
Hell, I got gray hair now anyway.
Dude, I got so much gray hair too, both of us. Oh, you got more than me though.
It's funny, if I comb it this way, straight gray. If I go this way and comb it, it's black.
More black. Yeah, that's weird. What the hell? That's weird.
This is my Navy side. That's where all that salt hit,
Yeah, mine's mixed in there somewhere, and I got a patch of white like on my chin also. Before we get out of here, is there anything that you are enjoying that you want to share with the audience? So
besides doing research for arthritis on myself, fucking quick fixes and stretch, fucking I watched. You ever watched The Sinner on Netflix?
No. The what is
Man,
it?
It's a great. So The Sinner is I watched season 4 just came out. And me and my dad, we watched it in one fucking day. And fucking it's a detective show, and they give some wild shit, and the detective he sees some wild shit. But what's so good about it, because like they're on season 4, but you can go back and watch any season because it's always a different storyline. It's always a different case. But sometimes they'll throw in, like season 4 will throw something about season 3, but it's not gonna throw you off. Like, damn, okay, who cares about that person, you know? But so yeah, I watched The Sinner, and man, today I just watched a show called Deadbeats on Hulu. Man, that shit's so funny, man. It's about a dude. He sees ghosts, and his mission is to ghost. Well, he'll find people. Hey, man, I think my place is haunted. He's like, okay, let me go talk to the ghost. He'll talk to the ghost, and he's like, hey, man, what's going to help you get to the other side? And man, that first story, man, that shit was so funny, man. So the first ghost, he died in a war, and he's like, but the problem is I left a virgin and I died a virgin. The only thing that's going to help me get over to the other side is if I have sex. So they called the show, that episode was called a sexorcism. It was so funny. The dude goes to this his girlfriend's house that when he went to war with, knocks on his door. This little girl, she probably like in her 20s, mid-20s, answers the door, be like, hey, before you close the door, I got something to tell you. Well, first he's like, such and such here. He just gives last name. So you probably know where this is going now, but he just get the last shot. Yeah, I'm her. And then so he's like, man, I've been talking to your boyfriend. He died while he was at war. He wants me to have sex with you, but he's going to take over my body and stuff like that. She be like, what the fuck? Hell no. Get out of here, you fucking freak. Close it. He's like, oh, my fault. I probably approached you wrong. He's like, let's try this again. So he closed the door. He knocks on the door. He opens up. It's such here. And she's talking about, wait, you mean my grandmother? That shit was so the grandmother was like, oh shit, because he already told the ghost that he'll do it for him. So
that sounds amazing.
Oh, that war. He's like, oh, that war.
Dude, that sounds
it's called
really funny.
Deadbeats, man. He has that one's not there's no storyline to it. There's kind of some of those shows have like a certain storyline, like, but then they always have like the show. It talks about different ghosts, but there's also a storyline between two mediums that are trying to be like, one's a real well-known medium, and this dude's just some up-and-coming dude off the streets.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That sounds pretty funny. I'm gonna check that one out.
They're only like 30-minute shows.
No, that's perfect. I feel like for a funny-ass little show like that, like that's like perfect length. You don't need to be too much longer to be like a funny show like that. And actually, the thing I was enjoying is also on Hulu. It's a show that, I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it's called Dave. You ever heard of Dave?
That's the dude, that singer.
That's Little Dicky.
Yeah, Little Dicky. Yeah, that singer.
Yeah.
I never watched none of those. I tried to get into it.
Oh.
But I don't think I ever, really committed.
Did you watch the first episode?
I think I was more. You know how sometimes you turn it on, be like, oh, this should exist here. You just get your phone, and you're just like,
right.
Yeah, I think I pulled one of those moves where I was watching.
Just watch the first, literally the first 5 minutes of that episode, and you'll be hooked. Of the first episode, he's at a doctor, and he's just talking about his balls and dick to the doctor, and it is such a funny fucking conversation that I was hooked for the rest of the show. But
no shit.
Yeah, it's such a great goddamn show. But anyway,
that one's been out for a while.
Yeah, it's been out for a couple years, but season 3 is coming out in April. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick for all the little they call it dickheads out there. For all the dickheads out there. Is that what it's called? Are they called little dickheads or just dickheads? Just dickheads. Oh, dickheads. Just dickheads out there. But yeah, so April 5th, it's supposed to come out.
But matter of fact, what came out today?
What came out today?
Mandalorian coming out today.
Oh, okay.
And Black Panther 2 coming out on Disney Plus today.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch.
I can't say today because after on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we can probably just throw that one shit. Everybody knows that shit's already.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna watch Mandalorian. I save Mandalorian until I could binge it. Like, not like Last of Us. Like, Mandalorian I actually saved to binge it.
Yeah.
So, Last of Us I said I was, and I completely failed. Yeah, for the last.
I guess we could bring that up. Mandalorian came out.
Yeah, well,
But you're gonna save Mandalorian, okay?
I'm gonna save Mandalorian.
What about little Yoda?
I'm not gonna watch it. That's what's his name? Yoda's little name?
I don't know.
Grogu.
Yeah.
Baby Grogu. All right. We got anything else, Mike? We good to go?
I'm out of tea. I think we're good.
All right, we out of tea. That means that we are signing off. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. If you want to contact us, feel free to head over to our website, www.talktrashpodcast.com, to leave recommendations or just drop a line to say what's up. If a web form isn't really your thing, you can email us directly at Ramboss or Ehle at talkintrashpod.com. And make sure you follow us on social media, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You can even follow us on Spotify and Anchor if you just want to hear our sexy-ass voices.
Hell yeah.
Also, if you've made it this far without subscribing, you're screwing up, because it really does help small creators like Mike and I, all right? And as always, don't forget to keep talking that trash. See you next week. Peace out.
Peace.